Did Nuggs copy me? I will give my answer, but first I've got to head inside, pick up our first Doordash. Hey there, I'm picking up for John. First things first, thank you guys for supporting the channel. We've made like 100 subscribers in the last week or two. Due in large part to my Blakemore exposed video. It's gotten a bunch of views. The only previous video that I know that was on YouTube had 1.6K views in about 11 months. We have matched that in 2 weeks on this video. I just think that's outstanding. I appreciate the support. We've gotten like 80 or 85 subscribers off that video alone, which might be one of the reasons Nuggs would look at that video and say, I'm gonna produce one that's very similar. I'm sorry, I feel like I always need sunglasses in these videos, but I feel like I'm driving toward my future, and it's too bright out here, man. So Nuggs puts out a video that's being very critical of Blakemore, just as I did 10 days prior. With the same kind of vibe to it, he used a couple different video clips that I had not used. I would say he went more in depth. He tries to prove numerically how Blakemore probably lied instead of just saying he did, as I claimed. The timing of Nuggs' upload is interesting, right as my video's popping off. Maybe, YouTubers do that though. They look at the trends, they say what video's working. I'm gonna put out something similar. Probably the most suspicious part of Nuggs' video was using some of the same exact comments that I had read in my video, including and reading some of the exact portions of particular comments that I had highlighted in my video. That could just be a coincidence. All right, this one's my video. This is when I'm reading a long comment, not this comment, but the next one. It's a long comment and I read the same exact portion that Nuggs then decides to use. This is the kind of stuff that people deserve to get canceled for. All right, and here's the Nuggs video where he's reading the same portion of that exact comment that I used.
This is the kind of stuff that people deserve to get canceled for.
All right, here's my answer. I don't think Nuggs copied me. In fact, I'm proud of him for the upload. I think it's something that was probably necessary. Nuggs has worked and collaborated with Blakemore on, video concepts previously. Their relationship has gone, well, I don't even actually know, quite a while. As I've been watching GigTube videos, they've referred to one another and they've shouted each other out on multiple occasions. For that reason, it's probably in Nuggs' best interest to make a video like this. Just because I beat him to it doesn't mean he necessarily copied me. Nuggs is doing the right thing, I think, by distancing himself, separating himself, being willing to be critical of someone else who's successful in the same space. Food? Absolutely.
Have a good one.
You as well. Thanks for the business. Nice little hidden tip on our first delivery, and I've got my next pickup coming right up. I will say, Nuggs could make the argument that my entire channel rips his off, And I feel like, I'm intentional about doing different things and putting my signature in my videos. But he's kind of paved the way in this content space, and I think he does great work, and he's clearly creative enough that he does not need to do things like copy video concepts from anybody. Nuggs, I'll know for sure that you didn't copy me, buddy, if you give my channel a shout out, mention my video, something of that nature. Better yet, let's collab together, bro. I satisfy my partners, Nuggs. I'm a giver, not a taker. Let's head inside. Hey, picking up the Doordash for Logan.
All right, not quite done yet, but I'll let you do about 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm actually gonna pass on that Doordash because I've got a Grubhub that I like better, a Grubhub that takes me into a better area, so let's go get that one instead. I also wanted in this video to let you guys know that you're gonna start seeing uploads from me in November. It's an idea that I've had for a year now for a show called Welty every 7th that I want to do. I want to do it on the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th days of every month. And so I'm going to roll it out in November and December and try and get a feel for it before the new year. It's going to be like a It's gonna be car rant type videos where I'm Doordashing, but the videos aren't really about the Doordash. Each video will have kind of a main topic, and I'm just gonna fire off my opinion on it. This is a very opinionated culture, and I want to be heard. But the reason I wanted to mention it is so that you're ready for it. Don't watch it if you're a soft person. Let's be self-aware. Don't watch it if you're soft. The first video, I know what the topic's gonna be. I think it's gonna piss everybody off. Almost everybody. I'm gonna be in the extreme minority on this one. So that'll drop November 7th. It'll be more of a podcast style to this channel, because eventually, you know, I'll do these first 8 uploads of it, and I want it to develop into something that maybe turns into a, you know, bigger than just me. Maybe I have some people join me for the Doordashes in the passenger seat, and we battle on some topics, you know, the two of us. And it could become more of like an interview type discussion-based format. I don't know. I basically want to see in these 8 uploads of 2022 if there's any interest for that. So we're going to give it a shot. Let's see if McAllister's actually has the food ready on time for the freaking delivery driver. All right, this is promising. We're looking for Carrie. Looking for Carrie. Oh, man. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, I got some food. That was a situation where they were out of the soup that the customer ordered. They wanted me to ask them, you know, what do they want to substitute with? Waited about 5 minutes for a customer answer, didn't get one. So they just gave me a random soup. And while I was sitting there, we got another DoorDash that we can go try. It is what it is. A little bit of bad luck for me today on these pickups. 2 more minutes? Okay. All right, appreciate it. Holy shit. That's 3 in a row, not ready to go. I'm just gonna handle the Grubhub. I'm just gonna deliver it. I told you guys I wanna get back in that better area. Holy cow, man, it's Tuesday. It's not even busy, and they can't have the food ready for me when I get there. It's just absurd. Hey, delivery for Carrie?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. What else should I talk about in this video? How about the fact that I'm down 25 grand in Robinhood since I made this video? Down $25,000 this year. That nearly 50%. That is a gut shot, man. Doesn't feel good. I've dealt with wild swings in my investment account before because of my style of investing, but this one this feels different because, you know, previously, say what you want about Trump, whether he did well or not, but he prioritized the success of the stock market. Like, that was how he was going to look at whether or not he was doing a good job. And so he continuously did things that made sure that was going to be in good standing at the end of his 4 years as best as he could. You know, I look at the situation now, and yes, COVID has something to do with why the stock market is not doing well right now, but more so it just has to do with the fact that, in my opinion, Biden could give a shit about, you know, how we're doing as a population. That could mean that we're years away from this problem solving itself. And the concerning part is that I've put myself in a position, you know, it's my fault. I should have trusted my gut and just not invested at all, or put more money into investments that weren't politically influenced. Like I invested in Hornets season tickets. That's what my next video will be about. I invested in Charlotte Hornets season tickets. That's been doing very well. I've invested in several other different ways that aren't stock market involved, and I'm doing better in those scenarios. But anyway, I don't have absolute control in my Robinhood account because I trade on margin, and they can call that margin whenever they get too uncomfortable. So the way that I can prevent that is by keep doubling down on my position, you know, deposit more into my Robinhood account. But I've only got so much that I can do at a certain point, you know, like I need to earn more money. So that's what I'm trying to do here with this YouTube. I want to get this thing monetized as soon as possible. Now would be the best possible time, because then I could try and rescue my Robinhood account. So if you guys want to help me with that, that would be greatly appreciated. I don't always ask to convert subscribers. But right now, it would be highly helpful. So I guess that brings it around to Nuggs again one more time. Dude, you do me a major solid right now. If you just in a video said, hey, this channel, Welty was ahead of it on the Blake Moore thing before I was, because I noticed in Nuggs comments, there's a lot of people like, thank you for calling out Blake Moore. You know, this needed to happen. Thanks for having the balls to do it. Nobody else on YouTube was willing to do it. And I'm reading these comments and I'm just like, you just missed my video. Yeah, basically, if Nuggs shouted me out, it'd transform my life. I'm gonna call it quits on today's DoorDash. I've got to go feed my dogs. I will see you next time on Welty.
Copycat, tryna cut my leather, watch your